Hello everyone, and welcome to Some Days with Elliot. Now, it's an absolutely gorgeous day in sunny Bolton, so I figured I'd go for a drive out, get the roof down, and have a chat with my lovely people. The little intro video I did not too long ago was basically just explaining what the channel was about. Now, in this video, I'm going to explain who I am. My name is Elliot. I am 21 and I am from a wonderful place called Bolton, which is in the north of England, northwest of England, technically in Greater Manchester. I always tell people I'm from Manchester because I'd rather be from Manchester than Bolton. Because if anyone's been to Bolton, you'll know why. To sum me up, really, and this is how my mother sums me up, because she loves me so. I'm a 6'3" Tigger, built like a brick shithouse that's on acid. That is how my own mother sums me up. Full of energy, sort of, don't really give two shits about anything, which I guess is a bad thing, but it's also a bit of a good thing because I don't really care what people think. And I'm your typical sort of fucking Instagram kid. Tattoos, beard, piercings, man bun. You know the type. If you haven't already seen some of the other videos, I'm at university in Aberystwyth. In Wales. I'm going back next weekend. So schools. So I started off at Hardymill Primary School in Howard. Let's just say I didn't really like working. Bit of a geek, bit of a nerd. Used to just run around playing Star Wars, Yu-Gi-Oh and Beyblades the whole time. Left Hardymill and went to a school called Cannon Slade. Which, if you know Cannon Slade, yes, it is a church school. Did it bother me that it was a church school? Absolutely fucking not. Has it gone downhill since I left? Absolutely. But I met some absolutely friggin' amazing people there. So a lot of them I'm still friends with, still see on a regular basis. If you know Tanzo Zoku, the majority of the guys from there are from Cannon Slade. And then after I left Cannon Slade at the age of 16, I moved to Canada for a year, where I lived in London, Ontario. Was at school there for a year. It wasn't really for us. I'll probably explain more about my Canada experience and about moving away to a different country in another video, because that might help a lot of people. Came back, so at this point I was technically a year behind. So I started college a year after all my friends had. So I then went to Bury College, which served me well. It's not got the reputation for being the best college, and I'll admit it's probably not. But it did what I needed it to do. Again, met some pretty cool people there. What the fuck are these traffic lights doing? One of my best friends now, Josh, one of the main other guys in Tanzo Zoku, I met him at Bury. So yeah, so Bury College, finished there. I studied environmental science, history, music technology, and English literature language, which is basically English linguistics. Loved it there, had a good time, and then it was a weird situation, and a lot of people might find themselves like this. For the whole of second year of college, all I wanted to do was leave college and go to university. That's all I wanted. I was getting to that point where I was like, look, I know this is just a means to an end now. I want to get to uni, and I want to just have a good time. And then, as soon as I got my results through from uni, I got what I needed, because I got an unconditional offer from Aberystwyth, and I really wanted to go, but I don't know, there was something drawing me back, and to this day I still don't really know what it was. So after much procrastination and deliberation and sitting down in McDonald's and thinking, what the frigging hell am I going to do, because these decisions aren't light, I thought, you know what, it's not the right time. If I'm having second thoughts, it's not the right time for me to go to uni. And there's no embarrassment in admitting that at all. So I decided, uni, no, I'm going to get myself a job and I'm going to work for a year and try and enjoy that. So I started handing applications around. I'm a fully qualified lifeguard, so I knew and wanted to do lifeguarding. That was what I wanted to do. Grew up being a swimmer, competed in swimming, always ran a swimming pool. All I wanted to do was be a lifeguard because I knew the money was pretty decent job working with the public, you learn so much, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I got a job working for Trafford Leisure, which is a company that operate in the Manchester area in Trafford. So basically I was sort of positioned at two sites. Urmston Leisure Centre was one of them, and my main one at the time was Carrington Training Complex, so the Aon Training Complex, which is Manchester United's training ground. So I was lifeguarding there for the team and for the younger teams and everything else, which was a pretty awesome experience, to be quite honest, because you get to meet pretty much all the players and sort of see what it's like behind the scenes. Did that for a year. Jesus Christ, it's bright. Then decided that, to be fair, I say I decided up till about, it wasn't long, and I was sat there and I was thinking, you know what, I still don't know if I want to go to uni. I mean, there was a lot of reasons why I was sat there thinking about it, and I'll probably again explain that in another video. And I sat there for a while and thought, a long time, and thought, you know what, I don't want to go. I think I want to stay here and then potentially save up enough money to set up my own business doing something, whether it's to do with cars, whether it's to do with, you know, with anything. I wanted to do that. And then for some reason then it just clicked in my head, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna do it. If I don't like it, I can always just stop. And I know it's a lot of debt to get into for you to just go, actually, you know what, screw it, I don't want to do it. But I'd rather have tried it and fucked it up than try it and then always wonder. So I went for it, I did it. As soon as I got there, I knew I'd done the right thing, and I've absolutely loved it. And honestly, it's an incredible place. So I'm there doing environmental bioscience. I had such a good time. So I'm just going into my second year, obviously 2 years behind because of my year out and living in Canada. I'm also now on the tennis committee next year. I'm social secretary. So if there is anyone watching this video that will be going to Aberystwyth or is already at Aberystwyth and wants to join tennis, please come along and say hello, because the socials are pretty awesome, and me and my other social sec, Georgia, we've got a lot of plans. I'm a bit of a nerd, so don't be surprised if I come on and chat shit about Game of Thrones and Star Wars and all of that stuff, so, because I'm sort of into all that. I don't really know what else to say about myself. It's quite weird just sitting here talking about you, but me. So this channel, so I gave a brief introduction about what the channel was going to be about, who, you know, what's the shit. Basically, I wanted to set this up as a place to, I say vent. It's obviously a lot of people do blogs and they have diaries and they do all that sort of stuff. But for me, I don't like writing stuff down. I don't feel like it gets the stuff that you want to say out there or stuff that you want to do out there. I don't feel it captures it as well, because you don't get that emotion. I'm going to try and do advice vlogs, just stuff that I've experienced and how that can help other people. I'm going to do some funny stuff as well, like there's events that go on and vlogs with my mates, because we'll just basically sit there and have a laugh for a good few hours, so I'll just bring you in on that. Yeah, and then if there's anything that comes up in the news or any topics that come up that I feel like I need to discuss, I'll probably just shove stuff like that on here. And not only that, I love looking at my own face because I'm absolutely fucking beautiful. So feel free to stick around and enjoy me being an absolute monk. If any of you are coming to Aberystwyth University, I'll see you in a few weeks. So I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of week or a wonderful rest of day. I'll catch up with you soon.